Hello and welcome, my name is DragonDrop, and before we keep going, let's turn the sound back up. Better. And this is the joinDOTA League. We're in the Europe Division 2.1. It's gonna be 4 FC, 4 friends, and Krilly, who's apparently not a friend, versus Euphoria, and we're getting pretty late into our season. Euphoria has one more game to be played, but this is the last game for 4 FC. And they're sitting at 8 and 8 right now. Problem is, if Euphoria wins this, they're gonna be sitting at 8 and 8 as well, and they have another game to play. I'm not quite sure whether the bracket is all up to date. But the thing is, 4FC has to get at least one win to ensure that they will stay in Division 2 for next season, as they are right now in 6th place.
10 seconds to go.
But if Euphoria definitely has the possibility to overtake them right now, and put them down to the Division 2 to 4 playoffs. So
Dyer's pick.
none of these two teams will go to the Division 3 or 4. So either in Division 2 or the 2 to 4 playoffs. But definitely not the most meaningless match ever here. So these two teams probably taking it a little bit more seriously. So standard bands coming out: Visage, Dazzle, Ancient Apparition, strong supports, Lycanthrope, really strong pusher currently. Not wanting to deal with any of that. Perfectly understandable. And Euphoria picking up another set of popular heroes with the Centaur Warrun as well as the Shadow Shaman. 4FC answers with the Invoker as well as the Nyx Assassin. So pretty strong all around. Really open as well. I mean, the Centaur will probably head to the offlane, the Shadow Shaman will probably be a support. Nyx probably offlane, Invoker
10 seconds to
most
go.
likely in the middle lane. But
5 seconds.
even that, you don't know what kind of lineup you can expect after these heroes, because they're pretty open. They can work in a variety of lineups. Shadow Shaman maybe indicative of a defensive trial lane with an extra, or maybe with an extra jungler as a secondary support, simply because he doesn't have the biggest laning presence early on. I mean, the Hex, pretty underwhelming, 1.25 seconds, not a whole lot. The Shackles are good with 2.75 seconds duration, but it also holds you in place, so it's a single hero. When you're fighting up against a single hero with a trial lane, then it's perfect, but try on try, pretty bad. Don't want to do that. So
Reserve time.
that's why you usually don't see Shadow Shamans work too well in tri lanes, especially the aggressive kind. So Pagna and Mirana Band. Pagna, of course, another really strong pusher. Naga Siren also not going to be joining us, and Naga, if she rushes the Radiance, he is going to be able to farm up the entire map and then get online with a heart and just spam illusions your way. Yeah.
10 seconds to go.
Even if you just want to run as a support, you can definitely do that.
5 seconds.
Provides a lot of good control that goes through BKB, so minus armor always useful. And of course the Song of the Siren. Be able to get out of jail free, or just initiate and set up a good Centaur Storm, a good Shadow Shaman. Oh no, they were actually the ones spending out. Yeah, set up a good Tornado EMP, stuff like that.
Pick.
Lifestealer gonna be the next pickup, alright. So might see a Storm Spirit here as a next pickup for Euphoria, but 4FC has still a couple of counters left in the pool. Shadow Demon, one of the less popular counters currently, but the Bane is still in the pool. Wouldn't surprise me at all if they want to pick that up.
10 seconds to go.
Or the Bat Rider even. Just things that go through Magic Immunity that control up the Lifestealer long enough for you to get some damage in, or at least
Reserve time.
where help counter that rage timer that he has, because Lifestealer pretty much a hero that depends on his inbuilt Magic Immunity to be able to get in, do his stuff, lock onto one hero, bring him down, then get the hell back out again. Because he doesn't have the highest strength gain. And it's gonna be a chin, so
Radiant's pick.
4C going with the jungler. Euphoria has the potential to go for that as well if they want to go for the jungle wars. Crystal Maiden still in the pool. Definitely good against Shen, being able to lock down his creeps quite effectively with the frostbite that lasts an absurdly long time on creeps. Or if they want to go direct head to head, they can still pick up the Enchantress.
10 seconds to go.
It'll also add some early roaming potential as well
5
as late
seconds.
game sorry. As well as late game damage, so yeah. So just checking something on stream whether everything is a-okay, and it should be. I tweaked my voice levels a little bit, or my sound levels, and it should be better now. I'm gonna have to check again after this broadcast, but yeah, sometimes a little bit weird because whatever you hear on your headset doesn't necessarily correspond to what ends up coming out on stream, so I have to test it out a little bit, and I do want to mess around with some more settings so that I can have some other audio sources running that you don't hear, so pretty useful if I want to get co-casters on so you can talk to them without them appearing on stream, because right now it's just the stereo mix. You see, everything that I hear you can hear too, and yeah, not always useful, so doing everything I can to try and improve that hashtag production value. Yeah, Euphoria are really thinking about whether they want to pick up another support now, if they want to secure themselves that Storm Spirit. We have a couple of seconds left on the bonus time, so they have to decide quickly now.
10 seconds to go.
Okay, it's gonna be Rubik.
Dyer's pick.
Very nice support, provides a little bit of lockdown, a little bit of damage once he hits a couple of levels. Nothing really wrong with that. Has some nice spells to steal from the next assassin, if he manages to get the Impale or the Mana Burn. The Invoker, of course, with all of his skill set. Chen, maybe not so much. But yeah, you usually can't go wrong with Rubik. That probably means it's gonna be defensive tri lane.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah,
5
Shadow Shaman not
seconds.
so good at level 1, that's my reasoning there. I mean, if you want to go aggressive tri lane, you need some control, they definitely have that, but you also need damage. I'm
Radiant's
not quite sure if
bad.
the lifesteal is enough to provide that. Especially not against the lane where the Weaver is involved, because he can dish out some nice early damage on the supports just by virtue of Shikuchi. But speaking of Shikuchi, that's another great spell to steal for the
10
Rubik.
seconds
So.
to go. 5 seconds.
Alright, Euphoria now looking for a mid.
Dyer's ban.
I was 4C right now, would ban out the Storm Spirit, and we don't really have a good lifestealer combination hero right now. And it's gonna be the Puck, so Storm Spirit
Radiant's pick.
still available. But the thing is, with the Centaur Stampede, you don't necessarily need that. I mean, you can just invest into anyone with stems. Yeah, they're not gonna go for a Storm. I'm gonna go
Dyer's
for a Templar
pick.
Assassin, high impact hero if she gets off to a good start. So yeah, with the Stampede, you can invest into any hero, and that hero can just run in, head first basically, and then lifesteal can pop out. Templar Assassin adds some good damage, and it really helps supplement the lifesteal. TA usually builds a Desolator and causes inbuilt minus armor
10
coming up from a
seconds to
Mel Strike. And if they manage to lock a singular target down,
5 seconds.
and with the Shadow Shaman, they really need him to control the Weaver later on.
Reserve time.
And with that minus armor and the lifesteal on top of him, then the Weaver will die during the
10
shackles and the
seconds
hex.
to go.
So definitely have
5 seconds.
well-rounded lineup, and are set up quite well to deal with a 4FC right now. If they pick up the Disruptor? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But it's a little bit of a weak of a landing stage, a little bit greedy. I mean, Disruptor doesn't do a whole lot early on. Weaver should be able to hold his own. But yeah, Chen Disruptor, I don't know. Next Assassin probably heading to the offlane, Invoker to the mid, which would leave a defensive tri lane. Not even there, a defensive dual lane with the Disruptor in the channel, the jungle, so we'll see how that works out. And Yeah, if Euphoria had someone else, something other than a Shadow Shaman, someone with a little bit more burst damage. Visage, of course, was banned out. Will be the first go-to hero. Maybe something like an
10
Ancient
seconds to
Apparition, which is
go.
also banned out. So something that gives them some extra damage. They can
5
definitely
seconds.
go aggressive and deal with the Weaver early on. As it stands, so probably not happening, as we have a disconnect. Gives us some time to run through our lineups. On the side of 4th C, we have Krilly. On the next Assassin, Slumbomb on the Chen, Carl Phillip on the Weaver, Yossi playing the Disruptor, and Ares Loco on the Invoker on the other side of the river. Got a stand-in, SC47 playing the Rubik, another stand-in, but I think Toxie has been playing for them as well in the past, so he's gonna play the support Shadow Shaman. Perika playing the Centaur Warrunner, which leaves Innocent on the Lifestealer and the Captain Sailor on the Templar Assassin, who's actually disconnected right now. He had some connection issues before. Let's hope that resolves itself so we don't have too many pauses in this game. Anything good? Oh yeah, Gladys. There we go. I like having Gladys. And pretty much everyone has it, so you don't even have to pay for it. So. Paid for the Bastion announcer at some point, but I didn't spend too much money on cosmetics and announcers and stuff like that. Mostly got all my stuff from item drops and some trading in of Steam trading cards and stuff like that. Got a couple of euros in my Steam account, but yeah, Sailor back in the game. So we should have this underway momentarily. Quite a cool set though, gotta say. Rubik with a weird Oculus. A little bit one-eyed, but yeah. What the hell? AFK connection issues. What is this? Oh man. So yeah, let's talk about late game. Or let's talk about mid game first. And 4th C really has to be careful. They need to use their Invoker to its fullest potential. Because Weaver is okay mid game, but until he has his core items up, when he usually wants to build a Lincoln Sphere, then this game probably not the worst idea, but BKB wouldn't be bad either. Because there's nothing that goes through it on the side of Euphoria. Another point is, Weaver usually wants to build a defensive item first, and then goes into damage. Problem is, Lifestealer has damage at that point, and the Templar Assassin will have damage as well, just by the way these heroes work. So, Euphoria can hit that timing that they set themselves when the TA, if she's getting off to a good start, can start making something happen and dish out a lot of damage in the map. Oh yeah, all across the map, right? Really, then Euphoria should be in a good position to take this, but if 4th C manages to draw that out, maybe helped out by some early rotations from the Shen, and of course the Invoker, he'll probably go Quartz Wax because of that. Then they will be able to get a lot of farm on the Weaver, and he'll be able to take over the match at some point together with the Invoker. So late game, I'd give this to 4th C after all. But the problem is you have two decently tanky late game heroes. I mean, Lifesteal, of course, not the biggest strength gain. Yes, a cool new set too. Shoulders of the Ravenous Fiend. Man, that looks so scary. Gotta say. Much scarier than the standard Lifestealer, but yeah. You have the Lifestealer, which can be quite tanky in late game, and Centaur of course as well. Centaur usually wants Tranquils into Blink and then builds into a Heart or a Pipe of Insight, stuff like that. But yeah, eventually he will build tankiness and strength simply because the return works pretty well with that. Yeah, game finally underway. See the heroes head out to the lanes. Mushroom courier, yay. It's also so cute. So, yeah, it doesn't look like either team want to go aggressive early. What you sometimes see teams do when they have a channel team is, or when there's a channel in the game, rather it's just the team with the channel looks to protect their own jungle, moves out as 5, sets up maybe here or down here. And what you will see some teams do that are up against the channel is just walk up here into the jungle and try and ward it up, maybe find first blood. Right now they're just engaging into a staring contest. Weave and Disruptor throwing out a little bit of harassment, but not too much damage dealt. There's a sentry ward here, okay. They were expecting an observer ward, but didn't find one. A wasted sentry for now, unless Disruptor decides to plop one of his now.
Haste.
I mean, usually you can place this observer ward here. And yeah, there. Gonna use an observer to block up the scam. It's gonna be a lift and a stop onto Yuzi. He's taking a lot of damage, shackled up as well, so it's gonna be the first blood. Nothing the Weaver can do there, and yeah. Up against the tri-lane, Shadow Shaman not so good, but only a dual lane with someone like a Disruptor who can't do anything. Level 1 really. Well, so Weaver who can do some damage but provides nothing in terms of control. So yeah, rest of tri-lane, move to Centaur and it's working out for them already. And Lifestealer will be able to hold some, especially up against a Nyx Assassin. Lifestealer does not care about the spike carapace, and another pulse coming out. Keys, oh no. Keys are wrong, but only short break. Yeah. Weaver all alone, he has to be careful. If both the Rubik as well as the Shadow Shaman went first point into the shackles, if they are in position, then these supports can hold them long enough for Centaur to follow it up with. And he's gonna be level 2 quite soon, so Double Edge will be available. And there will be enough damage to get that Weaver down. Yeah, Shadow Shaman in tri-lanes, when they're up against a tri-lane, not so good, but as I mentioned in the draft, if they're only up against one hero, or essentially one hero with the Disruptor not able to provide a whole lot, then pretty good. Pretty good. Because that shackle duration is actually insane early on, 2.75 seconds. Pretty good to lock down. Right, middle lane, TA should do fine. In fact, pulling ahead in CS as well as denies, there are 8 denies on him, so Zela doing very well, and Invoker has a hard time against a TA simply because he doesn't have an easy way to try and get through that refraction. So the lanes, all 3 lanes really going in favor of Euphoria right now. Innocent actually not getting as much CS as I would expect right now. Gonna get hit by a stun, so really doing quite well here. Not something that I would expect from the Nyx Assassin up against the Lifestealer, even if he's solo. I mean, if he wants, he can just rage open wounds and there's nothing Krilly can do. Just has to try and walk away. There we go. Yes, just by carapace, rage not up yet. If he times it right, he can stun him out, but yeah. Innocent level 3 now will be able to dish out that kind of harassment. Meanwhile in middle lane, Rubik has an illusion rune. And he's smoked up. Might be looking for Eris Loco. Taylor bottling up. He'll be ready. Doesn't meld yet. But refraction also gives us some extra damage, so 40 bonus damage for a couple of attacks. So they're gonna go for him, but Eris Loco all over it. Sees it coming, is on the other side of the lane, so I'm not gonna get caught out. Really, Tangoed back up, and you have to keep that harassment on the Nyx Assassin, because look at that base regen, 3.2, without anything on him, so that's one thing that also makes... Oh, top lane shackles up on the Weaver, but it's just to keep him away from the farm, it seems. And the Swarf cut through the tree line right now. But yeah, no engagement up here. And the Rubik, he looks for someone else. Nyx Assassin now? Is that his ward that he's standing on? Yes, it is. So he sees it coming. And yeah, that's one part of why Krilly can play that aggressively. War keys, okay. That's not good. So yeah, if you play offline alone, get your support to pull your ward. You can do that now with the recent updates, and then you can just place it right there. Or I like this ward up here a little bit better. Doesn't look as far down, but it does watch this area still, and it also watches the rune. So, and that keeps you safe from these kind of support rotations. So Krilly saw the Rubik coming. That's why he backed off. One strike. I'm gonna miss. I mean, in this room, pick up a Krilly. SC42 actually probably tries to deny it, but it's taking a lot of damage from the wolves in the process. Now, in this room on the next assassin. I mean, Lifestealer? I mean, they saw it, but Lifestealer isn't too scared. Nyx Assassin doesn't have the damage potential right now to be able to bring down a Lifestealer. I mean, this is not the Vendetta, so he doesn't waste any damage if he stuns out of it. But stun, mana burn, right click, not gonna do enough damage right now. And yeah, he's not gonna go for it. No reason to waste mana at this stage. There's gonna be a Rage, open wounds, really gonna take a lot of damage. Will Innocent pursue any further? I don't think so with the open wounds. But yeah, he has face boots to dish out a lot of damage. Really though, with the bottle and still a healing self on the way now. Top lane though, Chen decides to rotate around, stomp. Yeah.
Don't kill.
Lots of damage coming out and didn't really expect that. And the Invoker with the Sunstrike adding that extra damage that they needed because the Chen going for the Centaur Stomp, but the other Centaur did that before him, so the Shaman actually able to shackle up first. Shackle up the Chen there, I believe. And looked like they were able to turn us around, but with the Sunstrike coming in, oh no.
Is under siege.
That is a big mistake from Centaur. You can't teleport in when the Disruptor's on the other side who has levels into Glimpse. It's just a wasted teleport, wasted time. What you need to do was teleport right here at the tier 2 and then walk up that little rest. Oh well. Region rune for Krilly, so he's finding all the runes, man. Invoker doesn't need them. Doesn't even have a bottle. He's going for Hand of Midas, I believe. No other reason why he would have just boots and 1500 gold. And yeah, don't hate that decision, honestly. I mean, Midas on Invoker is good because he, more than a lot of other heroes, benefit heavily from the levels. Because it gives him stats at every point. So. Yeah, going Hand of Midas and also jealous with the late game top lane now. Yeah. Just gonna stop the pull. Not gonna be able to catch out anyone though. And yeah, if they want to go late game, then the Midas will be able to get you there a little bit earlier. Might want to consider Midas on the Weaver as well. It looks like he's going for it. There's gonna be a Sunstrike down here. Lots of damage coming out, but yeah, Weaver's in the backlines. Centaur will be glimpsed back, uses a stomp. Bug is still on him. But is there enough speed to catch him out? No Stampede available. But with the healing self, he should be alright. Shadow Shaman, not so lucky. He's been run down by the Weaver, so. Not even that. Really rotating up. Doing some work here with that first Vendetta, so. Good job from him. Well, see, let's take a look at the gold graph. And yeah. Euphoria built up 1000 gold lead, but 4C pulling that back now. Experience actually well in their favor. Invoker just farming him. Got 2000 gold, so pretty much has his Midas. if he wants it. He just has to buy it, as we see Rave Band coming out for Carl Phillips. So Ring of Aquilada. And yeah, Ring of Health going straight for Lincoln Sphere, not opting to go for that Midas. Not gonna see too much Midas gaming. So, Smoke coming out from the Rubik as well as the Shadow Shaman. But SC42, really low on health, he has to be careful. Any sort of rotations, and they see him now. Traps is sprung, is Loco, takes a lot of damage from Temple Assassin. He should fall here. Chen Hill not gonna do enough to save him.
Perishes with me.
Nice control there. Coming out from Euphoria. Able to run him down. This time around, Ares Loco not in the right position to try and run away from that. Yeah, all it takes is one telekinesis. And I don't think they even needed the Shadow Shaman there to follow up with the Shagas. I mean, probably more for the burst damage, but Temple Assassin,
Dire's middle tower
pretty good
is
shape.
under
47
attack.
last hits.
You
Bring
don't
some
even
pressure on the
care,
towers.
do you?
Centaur dies in the top lane. A little bit of an overextension there again against the Chen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Yes, yes.
Yeah, Temple Assassin does a
Oh, that was
lot of
great
damage.
ad-lib. So,
Especially with the
what's
good early
happening
start that she had
then?
here, is actually sitting on top of the CS board, of the net worth board right now, right on par with Sean teaming at the lifesteal, and we're a little bit behind. And the Invoker actually sitting at 1-1-1, but he hasn't farmed quite well enough. Not having any fun in this lane in terms of last hits. Now lift on Ruby, Kinetic Field is gonna keep them away. Rage was gonna wear out, I believe, before he could have pursued, and going under the tower against two heroes, not exactly the best idea if you've already used your spells as a lifestealer, so... He might decide to go back for the Midas now. He's banking a lot of gold. What did he spend it on? Oh, just a magic wand and the bracer. So he's going standard phase drums build. After that, if he wants to go fully race car, then you can build Sanj and Yasha. They can start fighting. And now he's gonna go on Yossi. Open wounds is available. But yeah. If he did that, no rage to fall back on, and Krilly coming back to the lane. Prompt Innocent to get the hell out of there. Mana burn coming out, so a little bit annoying because life still depends on his mana to be able to get his spells off. And the spells are what makes him survive. Maybe stun coming out. He has Infest available.
Radiant's
So it
middle
should be
tower
alright.
is
Oh no.
under attack.
Oh no. Double damage rune onto Sailor. So this tower probably gonna
Dire's
fall.
top tower is under siege.
With Perica and Toxie up here as well. Yep.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
You don't want to go in there even as a weave. He doesn't have enough for time lapse. He just has it now. But double damage rune on Temple Assassin. Pretty scary. And he's gonna be glimpsed away.
Radiant's middle tower
Glimpsed
is
back
being
to the top
attacked.
lane. So teleporting in against a disruptor. It's just what happens. So they're gonna put up some pressure, but the rest of the support rotating in is enough to ward them off. They don't want to commit on anything right now. Because Disruptor doesn't have a level 6. He's quite close to it, but doesn't have it quite yet. Volker got a 4-star. He didn't actually go for the Midas, so didn't feel like it was the Midas game. Maybe he was considering it, but with the wards now
Dire's
up on
middle tower
Toxie,
has been
committed
destroyed.
to bring down his tier 1. Reasonably early level 6, so... Well, if he isn't in a position to deal with that already, then these last remaining tier 1 tower will go down as soon as the water back up, so... Haste rune, spawning on bottom. Still not gonna find that. Fill up his bottle, and he also still has a healing self, so... He shouldn't have to get back to base anytime soon, and just got his Blank Dagger delivered, so going for that mobility. Probably heading to a Desolator next. Like that choice, especially if you have a lifesteal on a team. Just being able to infest the lifesteal into the TA, jump on someone, blow them up with the minus armor into lifestealer on top of you. There's no way you can get out of that. Unless maybe you're a Weaver. And but even a Disruptor, he won't be able to glimpse them back in time for him to survive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Siege Creep now, starting to work on his bottom tower. Sailor is here as well. Farm up the creeps.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
Watch builders though will try to ward them off, but Scylla can fight up to them right now.
Radiant's top tower is under
But yeah,
attack.
12C just going for a trade.
Our
Glyph will
Dire's
not make it
bottom
easy,
tower
but
is
now
being
trying to make use of the Chen as much as they can. A little bit late, but still not too late for
Dire's
Chen to be
bottom tower
effective. And
is
yeah,
under
with the big
siege.
army here. Well, actually, there's Sunstrike. Innocent is gonna get caught out in the static storm. He will fall. Not a whole lot of support can do with that. Sailor's back though. He's trying to make something. Nice 3-man stomp. There we see the blink tag from the centaur as well. Sailor not done yet. He brings down the disruptor, but now he has to run. He has no reflection available just now. It's gonna go back up. He still has some bottle charges. So if he wants to go back in, pick someone
Dire
off.
has fortified
Looks like he wants to loop
structures.
around.
Dire's
But
bottom
all these
tower
heroes
is under attack.
quite healthy and mechanisms still available. There's gonna be a nice another 3-man stomp. Lots of damage. Invoker gonna die to last auto attack. Chen not able to send it back in time. Now Carl Phillip looking for revenge. Sailor might be in a lot of trouble.
Radiant's
But
top tower is being
yeah,
attacked.
Weaver didn't have any detection, but he could have just kept Shikuching, I guess. Oh, the Sentry Ward and the Rubik coming back to save Sailor here.
Radiant's
Should be
top
enough.
tower
Illusion
is
Rune,
under
who's
siege.
gonna get it? Sailor barely there. Takes another right click. Well, it dodges both of them, one with the refraction and one with the mail, so well played there. Not knowing whether the Weaver was gonna follow you out there. Wanting to dodge every bit of damage they possibly can, so. Losing lifesteal there, definitely not ideal, but now he is out for blood. He's infested into the centaur, and he of course has this blink as well, as we've seen before. Two very nice blink stomps there, enabling them to pick off both the disruptor as well as the. And there we might see another blink. Stampede first, blink, but 4-stab out. But not enough to be able to keep them safe. No point into wax, so no QQ walk available means Invoker down for a count, and now
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Sport Spirits gonna be farmed. A little bit of gold, extra gold going the way of Sailor. And now no Invoker to be able to save them, and he went towards Exorden, which is something that I do not like. Wars are committed, nice stomp, but only on the Gen creeps. Lifestealer though has other plans for the Chen himself. Static Field though, as well as the Troll Traps, will be able to keep the back. Rubik dives in the backlines. The Weaver just picking him off while everyone else was focusing on Chen and his creeps. And now the wards are still going to town though. Glimpse back, but Sailor immediately blinking away and then now gonna retreat. Tower not denied threat, and Toxie actually is called out. Sunstrike will ensure his kill.
Welcome me.
So, nice stun there from Cruelly. Taking a shot in the dark and hitting it, showing them a counter kill. Now, glimpse back onto Sailor. Into the Static Storm, so he's in a lot of trouble. He can't get out of there.
Can't hide
Radiant's middle tower
So,
is under attack.
another nice pick of their Disruptor. Now, it's exactly this time in the game where he gets his levels and no BKBs are up yet. That's exactly where... Oh, Innocent taking a lot of damage from the Sunstrike. Has to invest into something. He's gonna come back out. He's gonna go on to Cruelly, who's also hexed up, but Innocent not having a lot of health left. Temple Assassin still down for a count. So are the two supports. Both Innocent as well as Perica. In no condition to fight, so... ORFC coming out strong. Using the mid game that they have available to them in the team fight with the Disruptor as well as the Chen and the Weaver with the double damage, and was a big part of that. Now they're gonna look to take a tower off of that, but all of Euphoria's heroes pretty much back alive. So they can defend us if they really want to. Infest not available, was just used defensively, but gonna do just a little bit of damage to Stump to clean up some of these Chen creeps. It's always nice. They're worth a lot of gold, as they're usually the biggest big creeps. And yeah, 4C just taking what they could. And then retreating. No reason to overextend there. The gold is almost in their favor. Experience actually staying below, just south of 5,000 on the graph. So pretty much in favor of 4C in that regard. And yeah, That's all on the supports here. Shadow Shaman, they're all now smoked up. Really might be in trouble. Nice 3-man stun. Innocent only dodging it. And Real Toxic taking a lot of damage. Forgeworld's looking to pick him off, and they will. So yeah, nice stun on 3 heroes. Innocent only able to dodge them because of the rage. So got the next assassin, but he managed to get enough burst off for the Forgeworld to pick off the Shadow Shaman. And yeah, these supports are so poor. He only has arcane boots. Rubik a little bit better, but he doesn't have a whole lot extra either. Can go to the top. Carl Phillip here on the Weaver, trying to split push a little bit, but Lifestealer is infested in the Centaur.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
And you can easily double edge that, yeah. Lots of gold. Yeah, he's going for a Pipe of Insight. Good item on the Centaur simply because it allows you to take less damage from the double edge yourself. So, pretty standard item, but yeah, I'm still gonna look for something here. Push out the middle lane. Here a Nyx Assassin Vendetta go off near the Roche Pit. Thing is, if he goes this way, he's gonna get spotted out by the Sentry Observer combo. Yeah, they ping him out immediately. Yeah, and he's not gonna find anyone in this jungle, so wasted Vendetta pretty much. And it opened up space for Euphoria to make something happen down here. The whole team is here. Lifesteal is just hidden. There's gonna be rewards once again. Glyph will do, yeah, Glyph not be enough to save it, so the wards should be able to get them down, but they do farm all of them up. Oh, Cold Snap onto Real Toxic. He throws out another Ether Shock, but that's his last action as Nyx Assassin actually dying to the Centaur Lifestealer. And Carl Phillip now, but Carl doing rock in the hard place, but it has to time-lapse out because of it. You'll see now, sitting up there, no rage available just yet for Lifestealer. Now it is, pops out back immediately. Forgeworld in the Cold Snap, doing good damage to the Centaur, so he will fall. They paid with the Disruptor for it, but so far, okay trade for 4th Xela now, Meld next to the Sentry Ward, not gonna save you, so... The Rubik does some backlands as well, so 4 for 2 trade for 4th Lifestealer, the only one left alive. Picks himself up double damage, but as he's all alone right now, nothing that it can really do with that, and yeah. Win a team fight, go for Roshan. Without the initiation from the Centaur or the Templar Assassin. Should be alright, they don't have too much minus armor though, I don't think they have any. Quick pause coming out. Another disconnect, probably on Sailor, so... Yeah. And yeah, that can't be fun playing with issues like that. So yeah, this Roshan will not fall terribly fast, and the bottom lane towers are still there, so they're reasonably close to the Roche Pit on the Radiant side. And yeah, it looks like they want to go for that. Innocent is already there, Centaur is coming back, so Infest not available though, Stampede isn't available either, so all they have is the Blink Stomp into Innocent walking in there. Wards are not available either, so none of the big ultimates that could really help them out in this Roche Pit are online. Whereas Timeless is back up, no Hand of God, but the Mechanism is still there, and Invoker of course fully online with full mana, Cold Snap, and Force Spirit invoked, so... Maybe wants to go for the meatball at one point. If they engage into that. But yeah, I don't think Euphoria can engage here. Not without the big ultimate combos up. In Stampede, maybe not the most important, but the Infest definitely is a big part of that, and the wards as well. But by the time these spells get off cooldown, this Roshan will be down, minus armor or not. Right, Sailor's back. Necronomicon down on the Invoker, level 2, sitting back in the base, so He's going for that quasi-exort split push strat. Sort of like a Nature's Prophet, works pretty well. And the Force is actually gonna be found up by Innocent right now with still has double damage on. Gonna be found by the bugs, and I don't think he should go in there. Troll Trap on him, has to rage to keep himself alive. Curly sitting in the sidelines, looking for someone to stun. And Jussi just throws out this kinetic field. Yeah, Euphoria had to give that up. No way for them to engage there without dying too much. Hey, Goldgraph for the first time in this game in favor of 4FC, only by 1,000 so far, but the experience still goes their way. Heavily, I might add. So they're doing a good job farming up. And now they're gonna look to take another tower here. The 5-man grouped up. Infest still not available. What's actually never mind. Both skills are available, so it's a little bit dangerous. But Weaver scouting out the backlines, so Euphoria not in any position to defend this. So, and with the big Chen army, as well as the siege creeps and all of the heroes banging on it, this tower was not going to be defended. Yeah, they're gonna push on. They feel confident right now with the Aegis on the Weaver. Definitely play aggressively and dish out some decent damage. I mean, even though he doesn't have a damage item just yet, he's pretty damn survivable. And he basically has 3 lives with the Aegis, and if he times the time-lapse correctly,
Radiant's bottom tower is being
attacked. Also already have to blow a spell to get through the Lincolns. Yeah, Rubik gets Shikuchi, always nice.
Dire's middle tower is under siege.
Yeah, that's gonna be a Stampede. Blink, who hacks on the Weaver, but they want to find someone else, and they will find the Disruptor before he can... Oh, will they? Nice 4-staff and heal from the champ. There's gonna be this... the static field. The walls come down, but Focus Fire not as good. The Sand Tower will die. Shadow Shaman, of course, died because of that as well. Innocent tries what he can do, but he doesn't have the rage up, so Krilly can defend himself. Limps back on Seda into the kinetic field, but Blink Out will still work. One last mana burn, and refractions are done now, and Weaver just Shikuchis him down. Innocent, last man standing up here, will fall as well. 4-for-2 trade, and they might want to go for the Rubik. Doesn't have a TP scroll, so yeah, Krilly will find him, but doesn't have a whole lot of mana, and Shikuchi is still available for Rubik. Gonna be a lift, gonna cancel the teleport, so very nice there. Oh, Toxie taking so much damage, and he will be caught. There we saw the Blink Dagger also from Krilly. Blink Arcanes on Nyx Assassin, another 1400 gold, really good farm on him. So they have initiation coming from that, and it's really important. Even though that right now they have so much momentum that they can just barrel down each one of these lanes. Philip still has the Aegis, still has the Lincolns. All C looking good right now. Looking to ensure their place in Division 2. I don't think there's no way they can get to Division 1, but if they win these games, then they will definitely stay in Division 2. And don't have to go through playoffs to fall down, as we see Disruptor being gone on again. Life's still pretty fast. And he's probably gonna go down, not a whole lot he can do there, caught on the position. He's gonna throw it on the Static Storm. It's a big cooldown wasted for nothing, so I'm not gonna agree with that. Stampede gonna come out, stomp on nothing. Really weird decisions coming out from Euphoria. Both sides wasting their ultimates for nothing. And Rubik, oh, you're too far out. There's a Weaver here. Might have Shikuchi, but you're not a Weaver. Not entirely. Stun Strike, barely gonna miss. Good guess though. If it wasn't for Shikuchi, maybe he wouldn't have had the chance to get away there. And now he's a Blink Dagger for zone, so always nice to have on the Rubik. Being able to blink in, grab that spell, go to town after that. But yeah, Invoker. Hard up quite nicely now, sitting above the Templar Assassin. After that disastrous mid lane, matchup that he was up against. So really coming into his own even without my Hand of Midas. Necrobook 3 done on him as well as 4 stuff. So doesn't have tier 2 boots yet, as you see. Oh no. Oh no. Centaur teleport back home, but the Sunstrike right on the money. That is so frustrating. These Sunstrikes gonna be a part of that, and there's gonna be a Blink Initiation onto the Rubik. Hex gonna come out immediately though. Krilly though with the Hand of God will be able to stay alive. Static Storm not gonna catch anyone, but Rubik will die nonetheless. Ward's gonna come out to try and help a little bit. Shadow Shaman as well as Innocent though, not staying alive long enough for that to really matter. And if you just keep the creeps away, and this tower will go down, the wards are also all farmed up. And Euphoria in a lot of trouble now, the gold now heading to that 7,500 mark, experience well past 12,000 right now. And 4FC, gonna take a Rax here, buyback comes out from the nice stomp here actually. Blows up the Chen and brings down the other hero very low, so they have to fall back now surely. Not before they pick up the Shadow Shaman once again, and the Innocent might be in a little bit of trouble. There's still a couple of heroes here. He has to invest into one of the Chen creeps actually, blows them up, as well as the Carl Phillips not done yet. He doesn't have the Aegis anymore, but he still has time lapse. He has to use it now, I feel. Yeah, he should be able to get away nonetheless. Gonna lift on Disruptor, he's not gonna be so lucky, so...
Radiant's middle barracks is being attacked.
Rubik found himself a lot of farm in the meantime. Got a mechanism as well. Didn't he have a Blink Dagger too? Oh, am I tripping? What? Must have sold the Blink Dagger and got a mechanism instead. Alright. Really weird. I was wondering where that came from, but yeah. Oh, Philip. Got the Desolator, and they're gonna find a DD rune. Oh, do they? I'm not gonna go on the Weaver, instead Sailor's gonna pick that up, so he has a BKBs, and with that he can dish out an extreme amount of damage. You gotta watch out for that. Euphoria definitely not out of it, but they need some good engagements to come back. 10,000 gold, 12,000 experience now. The advantage for 4FC. Chen, with the Vladimir's offering is gonna help out. Especially the Weaver, getting that extra bit of lifesteal. Without having to use an all effect on that. And of course, Desolator, already unique attack modifier. So, no way he could pull off some sort of lifesteal here. But having the lifesteal from the aura helps him out anyway. Makes him even more survivable than he normally is, especially with the amount of damage that he can dish out now. He's assassin gun stuff for 4 stuff, so going for the standard full mobility build helps out, especially against the lifesteal. If he decides to lock onto you, just 4 stuff away. It's alright. Then maybe you've got enough time to get your blink off cooldown. And at that point, lifesteal's rage will wear off. He's infested right now. Once again into the center, they're all smoked up down in this bottom lane. Looking for someone in their own jungle, they might find someone like the Chen if he decides to stick around. But his carry is right there with him. But gonna find the Nyx. He's gonna blink away, blinks galore. Nice 3-man impale. There's gonna be a stack stone, walls come out as well, but a lot of heroes calling that to drop the ultimate. Sailor not gonna care too much though. Doom throws out the heal, will keep him alive for now. And Weaver going to town here, another nice impale onto Innocent. He's not long for the world. Sailor uses the melt, but doesn't help him out. Gem was on the deck as the Necro Creeps farm up all of the wards here. Who picked up the gem? It was the Chen, so not gonna have any sort of invis protection on the Templar Assassin or the Rubik if he still has... No, he has nothing as he died in the meantime. And yeah, he might die again here. Weaver's up here. And at this point, Weaver 6,000 gold ahead of your Templar Assassin. He is doing so much damage, and with the Desolator, These two barracks are not allowed for revolt, and they will push in the bottom lane as well. Are there any more buybacks available? No, there are not. All the buybacks are on the way on the side of 4C, so
If that's something you care
this is gonna be a double racks at the very least. Nice dump there, but it's only... yeah, it's not doing anything really. These bottom racks will fall nonetheless, and it might be GG. Really just acting like sort of a scout. Very Stampede though, and I want to fight this. Nice dump, I think. Lots of damage coming out though. 4C has no problem with turning there, and this will be GG. Another 4 heroes down. The Weeder is godlike. So just a matter of time until they call it. 4C doesn't want to wait though, they go straight for the tier 4s.
Radiant's middle tower has been destroyed.
Yep.
Radiant's
No
middle
GG.
tower is
They're gonna use the glyph just to be
Radiant
annoying.
has
So.
fortified its structure.
But yeah, 4C takes this game
Number 1 of this 2-game
Radiant's middle tower
series.
has fallen.
Euphoria still has another game, and they...
If that's what they're
yeah.
calling attacks now, victory goes to Dire.
So, good game. Go next. Gonna have one more game, but it's already pretty clear Euphoria. Or is it? I don't think they can catch up even with their other game later on tonight, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. But yeah. 4C taking a good step, ensuring their place in Division number 2, so I'll take a short break, and I'll be right back with game number 2.